May December is a Netflix movie with Natalie Portman, Julianne Moore, and what's his name? He's really great. Charles Melton star in this movie. This movie is semi based on a true story of a 30-some-year-old woman who seduces and sleeps with a 12, 13-year-old and ends up going to prison. When they get out of, while she's in prison, she gives birth to this 12, 13-year-old's child. When she gets out, they get married and they have a life together. And then Natalie Portman kind of comes in the picture. Julianne Moore and Charles Melton play that couple. Julianne Moore enters the picture. She is an actress. She will be playing Julianne Moore's character in a movie adaptation of their life. So she's coming to visit to essentially make sure that she gets the character right and does the character justice, as she says. So that part of the movie is not true. The part of the movie where a 30-some-year-old woman slept with a 12, 13-year-old is true. It is based on that, that event, I guess you could say, inspired by that event. This movie never says, like, actually inspired by a true story or anything like that, but it is based on that event, I believe. The director and writer, I believe, Todd Haynes. Todd Haynes? Yes, Todd Haynes has said that, I believe, in an interview. So, yeah, that's the movie. It is a very strange movie. Kind of from the minute this movie starts, it feels like a Lifetime movie. It's very melodramatic. There is a score that I do not like at all. It's this weird piano score that's just like too much. It sounds like it should be in like some kind of gothy parody vampire movie. So I did not like the score for this at all. This movie does bring up some very interesting things, though. Let's just kind of break down each character here, starting with Julianne Moore, a 30-some-year-old woman sleeping with a 12, 13-year-old and going to prison, giving birth to her child, and then getting married to him. You kind of see how she is a predator throughout the movie, not only to her now husband, but to her kids, to her neighbors, to everyone. There's like certain scenes in this movie where she's very much telling her kids things and trying to kind of convince them of things. And you can see that it never left her. She is this controlling kind of human being. The way she talks to her husband sometimes, it's like, clean that up. She's very demanding. I don't want that in the room. Don't put that there. So you can definitely see how she's been, maybe she hasn't changed that much. She has always been this person that is controlling, and, making everyone think that she's not necessarily. And then we'll go to Natalie Portman, who is an actress. Natalie Portman herself is an actress, but in the movie, she is an actress who is going to be playing this woman, and she's studying. And the entire time, you're kind of wondering, is she actually here to make sure that she's getting a true performance, that it's realistic, that it's truthful to what actually happened, that she's trying to make it a performance in which, it's going to be showing their beautiful, the beautiful relationship that these two people have, even though it started out in a terrible way. Or is she just being an actress and trying to, start drama and, do something with her performance in this movie that is going to hurt the relationship even more? So that was interesting. But the most interesting thing of all, and I think the best performance in this movie, is Charles Melton, who, at the beginning, he seems very happy. He's got his kids with this woman. They're going off to college soon. And he's also, at the same time, realizing, I didn't get to have a childhood. I never got to do the things that my kids are doing and such like that. And with Natalie Portman's character coming to the scene here, he's feeling it even more. He's just feeling like he never got to be a person. He never got to do anything. It's all been about his now wife. And it's just really interesting to see what this could do to someone. Maybe it wouldn't happen a week after everything happened, but maybe 30 years down the line, how this really could affect someone. How someone could be forever just messed up by this kind of situation happening. There was that TV series, the teacher with Nick Robinson and Mara, Kate Mara, I think, that kind of also went over the same thing, and it is just a really interesting thing, especially with how we are more accepting of age gaps nowadays. Hollywood definitely has many different age gaps between some couples. And even you just occasionally see a couple that, 10, 20 years older. And it is kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, I'm always very much someone that says, love is love. Age does not matter, but at the same time, children are children. And, it's kind of a line. I know as a 13-year-old, what I'm feeling as a 23, now almost 30-year-old, is very different. So that is a very interesting thing here. This movie also does have some weird dark comedy in it, and I just don't think it fully works. The performances are all really great in this one. It's kind of made to, like I said, though, made to look like a Lifetime movie almost, and it's like melodramatic at points. There are certain points where they're just like over the top and ridiculous. And again, it kind of feels weird that we're making it this melodramatic dark comedy sometimes when this is based off of some real events that actually happened. It's a little messed up. I don't know. This one I did not like as much as a lot of the critics seem to be liking this one. Got nominated for original screenplay, which I don't understand. No, I don't think it's well written per se. It is an interesting idea that an actress comes and observes these people, but I don't know if this is the best situation to have that happen with, especially since it is based off something that actually happened. So yeah, I didn't know how to feel about this one really. As I was watching it, I guess I didn't hate myself for watching it. It was interesting to see all these different sides, even with like the kids. I mean, Julianne Moore's character has kids before she has this affair with this 12-year-old, and then this 12-year-old who is now 30 some years old has these kids, and you even see how the kids are kind of affected by this entire situation. So it was interesting in that sense. The movie is weird. It is strange. It is melodramatic. Wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, but it's not a bad movie per se. I think it's just a flawed movie. I'll go 7 out of 10 on this one. It's good. It's just not great, and it's just another movie that I'm not going to be rewatching anytime soon. I don't see why you would want to rewatch this one. It does bring up some very interesting ideas, and in that sense, that is interesting. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 for me on this one. Didn't love it, didn't hate it, but yeah, it's a movie. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Keep watching those Oscar movies. Oscars are coming up on Sunday. I am reviewing this on a Tuesday. So yeah, they're like 4 days away, 5 days away. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have yourself a great night. Don't do anything I do, and we'll see you next time.